This message is from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Did you know veterans enrolled in VA healthcare can use over 4,000 urgent care locations across the country to treat non-life-threatening conditions? It's easy and free. Just show your Veteran Health ID card. Get the best care for veterans. Sign up at va.gov or visit your nearest VA medical center.
Brother, please let us know for last thoughts, our listeners live and on podcast.
All right, we know that I do joke quite often about my attempted escapes from the psych ward, but in all seriousness, psych ward gang is seriously my idea of representing the military. Representing mental health in the military community. So if you happen to run into any type of mental health crisis or emergency, do not be ashamed nor afraid to dial 988, press option 1. Again, just as I had to do when I was in a moment of crisis, do not be ashamed nor afraid to dial the digits 988, then press option 1 if you find yourself in a similar mental health crisis.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the show. This is episode 88 of the WarDawg Trail podcast. I'm your host, Sergeant WarDawg. Today, we will be taking you to the Philadelphia area. Our guest is in the security field in that area. And before I bring him onto the stage, I'm going to make today's announcements. All right. First off, this show airs every day on the military broadcast radio station from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. It can be found on MBR Radio if you download the MBR Radio app. All right, you'll be able to listen to the podcast or watch the podcast. All right, Sergeant WarDawg TV is your source for military, hunting, and outdoors TV with swag. All right, last year we were awarded 2 awards. First off, we won from Corporate Livewire, Veteran Support Nonprofit Organization of the Year. Second, in the UK, we won Acquisition from Acquisition International Magazine. We won Leading Veteran Welfare Outreach Nonprofit Organization. All right, I did complete my book on my 3 tours in Iraq as a Marine rifleman. So I've submitted it to publishers. As soon as I have any type of release date, I will keep you updated. All right, my nonprofit, Camp Doghouse, which is a homeless veteran shelter in Central Florida, can now be found at campdoghouse.org. So check us out. Take a look at what we're doing to try to stem the veteran homelessness issue in Central Florida. As always, you can find out about what's going on with the show at sergeantwardawgtv.com. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and especially on Instagram, where I usually keep everything most up to date on Instagram. All right, you can also find us on X. You can find me at Sergeant War on X. All right, I am a co-host with DV Radio. We go live every Saturday night on their Barracks Talk podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find out more at dvradio.net. All right. My second podcast, Bullets, Blades, and Hooks, is a podcast that actually goes out and finds veterans organizations that take veterans into the outdoors, whether that's for hunting, camping, fishing, or shooting. Bullets, Blades, and Hooks gets veterans into the outdoors to utilize outdoor therapy. And this podcast highlights those organizations that do so across the country. All right, I am a brand ambassador for Reaper Apparel Co. So you can use the code Sergeant WarDawg TV for 10% off of your entire order. All right, for you fans of SHOT Show next week, we will be at SHOT Show, myself and Grim0311, my co-host. We will be there as media members with media passes. So we will be filming on the showroom floor, bringing you exclusive interviews and showing you the latest and greatest in new guns, hunting equipment, and equipment for the military and law enforcement. All right, we were invited to the Industry Day at the Range, also known as Range Day at SHOT Show. We were invited by Glock, Radiant Weapons, Horizon Firearms, Mitchell Defense, PTR Industries, and Cadix Defense. So you will see us shooting brand new guns from the companies I just mentioned, as we've been invited to their range days in Las Vegas beginning on Monday. All right, we are media members of the National Shooting Sports Foundation, the NSSF. The NSSF is the organization that owns and runs SHOT Show. All right, we will soon be media members of POMA, the Professional Outdoor Media Association. For all of my predator hunters that love to go after coyotes and wild hogs and bobcats, this is the Ecotech Helion Plus Game Caller, which offers a variety of sounds to help you take out your target harvest of coyotes, wild hogs, bobcats, or any other predators that you go after. If you're interested in advertising on Sergeant WarDawg TV, these are the outlets that you can find the video podcast on top, as well as on bottom, all the outlets that you'll be able to listen to the audio podcast. All right, this is the WarDawg Trail podcast, episode 88. I'm your host, Sergeant WarDawg. Welcome to the show. All right, I told you today we're headed to the Philadelphia area. We have with us, as I bring to the stage, the one, the only, Draphtac Security and Training. Hey, welcome to the show, Durf.
Hey, what's up? Thanks, man. First, I want to thank you for having me in your podcast, right? And then, most importantly, I want to say thank you for the service.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. What's I'm in Florida, man, so you know I'm kind of warm down here. What's the weather like up there in Philly right about now?
I think right now it's like 17 degrees.
Oh,
yeah,
brother.
I had to clean up snows and stuff last night and this morning.
All right. I don't envy you on that and wishing that I was dealing with the snow, bro. But hey, you're built tougher than me. You're built stronger than me to be able to deal with that snow like that, bro.
Man, I wish I was next to you now.
That's what's up. All right, now to get us started, let's talk about your background in security.
All right. First, I want to say that I'm from Haiti. That's where my accent's from, right? That heavy accent.
All right.
I started like as a civilian. That's how I started with my firearm stuff as a civilian, and then I got my Act 235, which is the armed security license security license for the Pennsylvania area. And then I've been doing security, like unarmed and armed security, for a few years now. I came in the state in 2009, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Good
And
deal.
then from there, I became passionate about firearm. But I've always been passionate about firearm. But if anybody knows about Caribbean parents, they don't like guns like that. So that is the reason why I never got into the force, which I regret, but yeah.
All right.
So
All
I
right.
got my NRA certification and stuff. So I'm a firearm instructor, so in the Pennsylvania area.
All right. Are we talking about for NRA pistol or rifle or what?
Yes, I did got my NRA pistol, rifle, shotgun, CCW, and personal protection inside the house.
Nice. Nice. Congratulations, bro. I like
Thank
that.
you.
Congratulations.
I also got
As a
my range
matter,
safety officer. Yeah, range safety officer also.
all right. So you're an
Yeah.
RSO too. Okay.
Yes. I also got into the medical side too, because like they said, if you can make hole, you gotta be able to plug hole, right? So
Right.
I got my CPR instructor, and also I got my BLS instructor, and also my Stop the Bleed instructor through the Red Cross.
Nice. Good deal. All
Yeah.
right. Good deal. So altogether, you said you've been going since about 2009?
I came in the United States in 2009, right?
Okay.
I started work in the mechanic field. So I'm a master tech for BMW. So that's how I started. And
All
then
right.
I built myself up from there. And then I got my Act 235 and I started to do security. And I opened up my own company. And I opened up my own security company, which is the Draphtac Security and Training. All right. Then I started to get my certification, my NRA certification and stuff like that, my medical certification, CPR and stuff. And then I got mentored by a few good instructors. I take a lot of trainings from a lot of good instructors to build myself up so I can serve the community better.
Nice. That's what's up. All right. So you're the CEO.
Yes.
All right, man. That's
Yes.
what I'm talking about. Congratulations. You weren't
Thank
playing
you.
games. You
Yeah.
can't. All right.
Yeah. I won the company with my wife. She is like the co-owner of the company. She helped me mostly with the administration side.
Right.
I'm not good at paperwork.
Yeah, I
She
got you. We
handled all
all
that, and then by being on the range with me and all that, and then she started helping me on the range and stuff like that. Now she is my lead woman instructor.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, let's talk about I started a new thing, right? Where I ask everyone to tell me just tell me any type of story of something that you went through, whether it was in security or executive protection or just working on the job. Do you mind sharing one story from your life with us so that we can know what kind of stuff you've been through?
One of the I can say two things that I've been through that actually make me think about medical in a different way. Is I remember it's not too long ago though, the two things that happened like that really make me like really encourage people about getting those kind of skills is I would say three things basically. One is I was driving by a Wendy's. Was it Wendy's? Yeah. I was driving by a Wendy's when one guy was like on the ground, like at the entrance where somebody could have drove him over, right? And people was around and then just like trying to figure out what's going on to him, and nobody knew what to do. So I got out and checked. So he was responsive. He had pulse and everything, but he was unresponsive. So I automatically started to do some CPR for him. Then he got back and stuff like that. And then the ambulance came, and everybody was going crazy into the ambulance guy. And they like, why you guys take so long? And the guy was like, we had more priority. We didn't have enough hand because we're in the Philadelphia area, so it's kind of bad around here. And the guy said we had like two guys that we got two incidents of people that got shot, so we had to respond to them incidents before we actually came here. So thank God I was there and I was able to help that guy. And the second one was I was working in kind of like a restaurant settings. I would say like 3 months ago. And then I heard some stuff that kind of like a gunshot, but it was not really a gunshot. It was a car that was driving by. And probably 30 seconds later, I heard kind of the same thing. And this time it was a gunshot. So I'm looking around, and then come to find out, I saw a guy like he would look like he was kind of like, moving all weird, like he was drunk or something. I thought it was drunk because from far, I thought that it was drunk. And then he just collapsed. And I flashed him with my flashlight. I'm like, you good? He said, call the cops. I got shot. The whole time it was like a shooting. So I went and then started helping him like until the EMT showed up and stuff like that and help him. And the third thing was a couple weeks ago, I was working at that same place, and then somehow some people started arguing, and then one of the guy was about to leave, and then five guys tried to jump him. Then he pulled out his gun, so 3 of them won away, and then he went and got his car and run over somebody and hit 3 other cars. So I had to go and render aid. Then everybody got scared, but he used to go to that place almost every weekend on a Saturday. Then he came back the following Saturday, so I was there, and we got into it and stuff like that. So I actually stopped him from getting in there, and then I told him that he couldn't get it back in there. So that problem is fixed, So
all right, man. All right. I'm glad that you have the medical training that you have, man, that you were able to jump in and help people like you did. That's amazing. That's amazing right there, bro. All right. Next, I want to ask you another question that I ask everyone is can you give me your 3 favorite guns?
Okay. 3 favorite guns. So I would say Glock 19. I would choose Glock 19. For the simple fact that it's not too expensive, it's very reliable, and it's one of the brand and model that is really tested. It's been out for a while and really tested. So it works. I know a lot of people get into a lot of other like Gucci guns and stuff like that, but I rather got something that I know that's gonna work for sure each and every time I need it than anything else that probably like more expensive or look cooler or something like that. Second thing, I like the P320 X Carry Compact, right, with the flat trigger.
By SIG.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I know they've been talking about them blowing up and stuff like that lately. But I have one of them and it works. So yeah. But also they claim it's the one with the curved trigger. So I'm not sure of what's going on with that yet. And then I like my 6 hour P365 XL.
Nice.
It's not too small. It's not big. It's very considerable. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, it's very accurate.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you tell everyone where they can find you online, where they can find Draphtac, and where they can, learn about the company and learn about you?
Okay. We on Instagram mostly because like I feel like most people in this generation is more on Instagram. So
Yeah.
I'm more active on Instagram, DM anything. So I'm there. It's Draphtac Security. Also we on Facebook, Draphtac Security, and also I'm on X,
All right.
Draphtac Security, and also TikTok, Draphtac
Okay.
Security.
Draft. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Now tell us, what can people expect from Draphtac Security in the future? Anything coming up? Anything going on?
Yes. So far we got a few classes out for the 2024. We have a few. We have a few classes out. We got the all woman pistol class in May 19. That's gonna be with our lead woman instructor Michelle, and then we have the pistol level 1 in June 29th. That's for everybody, girl, guy, whatever. So I'm the lead instructor for that class. And also we're gonna have our dynamic pistol workshop. It's July 27th. That's not a basic class. It's a little bit more advanced for people that have been shooting and got, the basic down pack and stuff like that. But in the meantime, we do private class, private one-on-one class, and we do private group class. New Jersey CCW, we got that too. So if anybody interested in the New Jersey concealed carry class, so they can get their concealed carry license for New Jersey, we also do that. DM us or call us at the 267-905-2548.
All right. All right.
Lastly, we got a range day. We also have a range day. I don't have a date yet for that one, but we're gonna have a range day where we invite people and have people out so they can shoot and see actually what we do in our training. It's not a class, but it's something. It's kind of like a teaser, I would say. Where people come out and see what we do.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk a little bit about you and as far as when you do your executive protection.
Yes. Actually, I'm not really big in executive protection, but I've done some detail with other guys that I work with. When they need help, they call me and I go, and help them out and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And so you have been on details and done some jobs.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Do you enjoy it, or do you find it to be difficult, or tell me about the job?
I like doing it. It's something that I like doing, but it has its own challenges and stuff like that. When it's come to like the hours that you work and all that. You get what I'm saying? I remember not too long ago we had an artist that came in the Philadelphia area, and it's a Spanish guy that in the music industry. When he came, before he came, we had a shootout actually in front of the place that he was working, and after he left, we had a shootout. But thank God we had a good security team along with the executive protection agent that was there. So we was able to manage everything. Nobody got hurt or anything like that. So it can be good. It can be tough. It's depend.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Right on. Right on. Well, look, Durf, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show, man, and taking time out of your day. Do you have any final words or that you like to tell to the viewers or the listeners?
I just want to thank you. You get what I'm saying? For, like I said before, I just want to thank you for having me in your podcast. You get what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. And also thank you for your service. And I like your page. I like what you're doing. You know, thanks for everything. So keep doing what you're doing, right?
All right. I appreciate it. And I wanted to tell you one last thing. The reason I had you on the show is because I'm a fan, man. So I'm a fan. I really like what you have going on and what you're doing. When I saw you with a rifle, the way you move with your rifle, you really have a great form. You remind me of SWAT guys. The way that you go through your drills and the way you fire and everything like that. So that was what hooked me. That was what let me know that I really wanted to get you on the show, man. Because you have a real great form when you move with your rifle, bro, and that's real.
Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. And that's one thing about me when I'm teaching. I know a lot of people like to one and gun. You get what I'm saying? I always tell people when I teach, that will come. You know, it's the most important things is to focus on your basics. A lot of people don't want to take basic pistol, basic rifle, but you have to know your basic. If you don't know how to crawl, you're not gonna know how to walk. You gotta crawl before you walk, right? So the same thing, focus on your mechanic. Focus on your mechanic. Focus on the basics. And once you got all your basic down pat, then you can focus on the wanting and gunning. It's gonna be easy.
Gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mr. Durf Raphael, CEO of Draphtac Security and Training. This has been episode 88 of the WarDawg Trail podcast. Durf, thank you a lot for coming on the show, boss. You enjoy the rest of your day and be safe.
All right, man. Thank you too. All right.
All right, brother.
Enjoy
you be easy now. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 88 of the WarDawg Trail podcast. Salute.
All I know is war. All I know is shoot. All I want is more, but I got some things to do. I'm a dog of war. Hell's what I've been through. I'm a dog of war. I did it all for you. I'm a soldier, I'm a warrior. Got an emblem on my cover. And ask me what I did for ya. I put the trash deep down under. Yeah, I'm a dog of war. Hell's what I've been through. I'm a dog of war. I did it all for you. Yeah.
Took some time in the place, man. I just needed some space. All the pain show in my face and my heart starts to...
That's the show for today, everyone. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with an all-new show. And remember, you can listen to us again and again. The podcast of this radio show is available right after we go off the air tonight, anywhere that you can get your podcast episodes. And thanks for joining us today. I'd like to take a moment to talk about something close to my heart. Military Broadcast Radio is doing incredible work to support our veterans and bring their voices to the world. They rely on your generous donations and your dedicated volunteer hours to make it happen. I encourage you to consider supporting NBR in any way, form that you can. Use this QR code that's attached to the picture, or you can go to our website at mbradio.us. That's Mike Bravo Radio.us to learn more about how you can donate or volunteer even just an hour a week from your home help make a difference in the lives of our veterans. Because once again, we're all here for you and not for us. We're giving our veterans a voice.